This is a very nice treadmill. If I can get it fixed. It's Proform XP550. Heavy duty all the way. And I'm told it works great. The belt looks good and everything looks fine on this treadmill. However, you'll see what happens when I try to turn it on. Not good. Basically what has happened is that the incline, as soon as we got it out of the truck and put it in the house, it started doing exactly what you just saw. The incline is stuck. I took the top or the cover off and I can look at the incline right there. This is the incline, and you can see that it's extended all the way up. Now there's a video online. It's half of a video. The important half is missing, or at least some of it's missing. But basically, the person says you've got to take this screw out, and then, as he says, mess with the board somehow. I'm thinking that when I take that screw out, something good is going to happen here one way or the other. That is what I'm looking at now. So, we'll see if we can bring this treadmill back to life, put it into service, and put turn my $54 investment into a $200 sale. If I can't fix that, then this is just the world's biggest piece of junk, and I'm not going to stand for that. So we're going to fix this treadmill today, and wish me luck. Okay, I have unscrewed that. Now what I'm going to do is pry this out, take this off, and see what opportunities I can find here for decreasing this overextended incline. Well, I wish I could have shown you what just happened when I took the screw off, or the nut. This fell down, and as you can see, the incline is flat now. That is wonderful. I don't know that that has solved my problem, but I've got a feeling that even if I haven't solved my problem now, maybe the treadmill will work without the incline. We will see. That was kind of exciting when that just flopped down. I was tired of seeing the treadmill all hunched up and in that extreme incline situation. So I'm glad to see a flat treadmill right now. Now that I've got the bolt off, I see that I can move this around a good bit. And I see I still have my problem here, because this should be way down here in order for me to hook this screw back up where it needs to be. So I think that my problem hopefully will be solved if I can get this thing here to move all the way down to the front. So we'll see what I can do here. Okay, about 1 minute later, I find that I've got this going all the way down. What I did was I took out this piece here. And as you can see, there's something right there in the middle. I don't like the looks of it. Looks like a little burnt deal there. I hope that's not going to be a big problem. But I am glad to see that I've got this all the way down to the base now. So we'll see if I keep messing with it, as they say, if I can't fix this mechanically, which is what I'm hoping. Well, I have got this in the exact position that I want it now. This really didn't take much time at all. As you remember, there was a white sleeve right here sticking up, and this piece here was stuck up there. What I found was when I could just pull the white piece off, and then I could juggle this around, I could actually pull this off completely. So when I put the white sleeve down here, it fit nicely right in there. And when it went in there, all of a sudden my treadmill is looking like it's just about the way I want it. I can try this now. I'm going to put this screw back in here, which means you can see it's not quite level. So I'm going to have to tilt this up a little bit to get that screw in there. But when I get this screw in there, I'm hopeful that this is going to work. I am very hopeful at the moment. So we'll see. Now I've got to hook up my screw, and you'll see how I'm going to fix the treadmill to do that. Okay, this is a moment of truth. I've got the screw back in. Mechanically, the incline looks as I imagine it should. Earlier, the white piece was sticking way up here. This was thrown way up here, and it was all hiked up. The question is this a mechanical problem or is this a computer problem? If it's a mechanical problem, then when I plug this in and turn it on, I will be celebrating and dancing in the street. However, if it's a computer problem, I may have more of the same thing, and when I plug it in, it may just keep going up on the incline all to the way it was, and I will go back into my living room a little crestfallen. So, I don't guess there's any point in delaying the issue here. We're going to see what happens. What do I think is going to happen? Well, let's just say I'm hopeful. Well, it looks to me like it's a computer problem. I was afraid that was going to happen. So what happened when I turned it on, it started doing the incline thing again. Let's see what has transpired here. Well, it hasn't really risen up too much yet. Let me see what else I can do. So this is a computer problem. You can see the incline is beginning to operate again and push that white thing into position. So let me go online and see what else I can find out. I went on YouTube and found another video that has helped me. However, I see by looking at this that there is a definite problem here. Look at this. My machine has actually been doing what it's supposed to. It was recalibrating itself. But it would get to this point and just start crunching. And you can see there's actual damage here. So that tells me that there is a problem either on this thing, which is the gears, or this thing. Something here is seriously interfering with the recalibration process on the incline on the treadmill. So let me look closely at here and see if there's anything blocking this. It's causing this to create the problem. I had an idea. I said that I feel like there's something in the gears. There's something blocking this incline. So I'm pretty sure now there is something somewhere blocking this. Well, this was a day of success, I'm happy to say. I've been wondering about this. It's taken me a week of thinking about my treadmill, and the last time I worked on my treadmill before today, it would keep churning and churning and churning. The incline would just keep going up to the top and then messing up and just start eating away at the gears on my treadmill. So I tried everything I could. I did find a couple of good, at least one good video on YouTube that helped a lot in understanding the calibration process of the incline. But what I finally decided was that my treadmill was trying to recalibrate itself, but there was a physical problem in there somehow that wouldn't let it do that. So today I went back into my treadmill. Here is the bad boy that I've been working with. And I went into my treadmill and I said, I wonder what would happen if I disabled the incline completely. Since I buy these treadmills to sell, and a lot of people don't care at all about the incline, I figured it would be better to have an operating treadmill with no incline than to keep spending another day fooling around with this trying to fix the incline. Personally, I would like to have a treadmill that is free of any kind of issue. So I went in, I unplugged the electrical components that went into the incline. I took it off and I laid the incline flat. This was very easy to do, by the way. It's right there in front of you. But I wondered, well, once I disconnect the incline, is my treadmill ever going to come on? Because I've actually never seen this treadmill working before. And I never saw the display. And I never saw the belt turn. So there was a moment there when I was wondering what was going to happen. I turned on, I plugged in the treadmill. I took my little magnet and put it on, and it started right up. It works great. The display works great. I have everything in this treadmill now except incline. And to be honest with you, after all the trouble the incline gave me, I was glad to see it go. So my advice to anybody who's having trouble with the incline, just disable the incline. Unless you really have to have it, go ahead and disable that incline, and then you'll be able to use your treadmill.